After the latest Bondex app update and a lot of confusion regarding the removal of BNDX tokens from the app and introduction of bond points instead, Bondex finally released their new lite and white paper, and it's time to take another look at what changed. But before we get to that, as always, let's get the usual disclaimer out of the way first. Everything I share in this video is my personal opinion and in no way financial or professional advice of any kind. You should always do your own research, consult certified professionals, draw your own conclusions and make your own decisions. My name is Rauchenwald, and today we are going to take a look at Bondex's new white paper and what the changes introduced there mean for you and everyone else that kept pressing the button in the Bondex app every day in the past. As I've shared with you in my last video about Bondex that you can check out by clicking on the card up here, Bondex surprisingly replaced the mention of BNDX tokens in their app with an in-app currency called bond points, making me wonder if users of their app will in the end get any kind of cryptocurrency, or if we've all been fooled and now just hold an in-app currency that doesn't have any real monetary value. Well, Bondex's new white paper finally provides at least some answers to that, but before I'll share the details with you, here's your reminder to like, subscribe and enable notifications to not miss out on future updates about Bondex and other projects as well. That said, while most of Bondex's new white paper just explains what we already know about the project, that they are aiming to become a mix or better put combination of platforms like LinkedIn and Upwork with a way for talent to earn rewards on the platform, what most of you care about is probably what's going on with bond points. Well, the white paper explains that now there are BNDX tokens, a cryptocurrency that is supposed to, in quotes, capture value, and bond points, an in-app currency that's used for features in the app and that users earn by interacting with the platform in different ways. The white paper also mentions that there will be bond point exchanges for BNDX tokens, but it fails to provide any details that would clarify if that exchange will be available at all times to all users or only at limited times to only a specific group of users that meet other requirements as well, and it doesn't mention what kind of bond points to BNDX tokens exchange ratio will apply. So to answer the question most of you are asking yourself, it looks like the team decided to introduce a radical change and change what users in quotes earn in the app from BNDX tokens to a new in-app currency with no real monetary value, while only leaving a vague in quotes promise to offer a way for users to exchange that in-app currency for BNDX tokens in the future. In addition to that, a closer look at the maximum supply of BNDX tokens of 500 million mentioned in the white paper also shows that any tokens released from the rewards and liquidity pools portion of the supply will be vested for 72 months. That means that assuming that any BNDX are airdropped to users at all, and likely also any BNDX that users get by exchanging bond points for BNDX tokens, those will likely be locked up for a period of 6 years, while, for example, the tokens that are earmarked for the team are only locked for around 3.5 years. Another important core difference there is the tokens earmarked for the team will start unlocking after only 18 months and finish unlocking after a total of 14 months, while the tokens used for rewards, under which, as said, I assume any tokens qualify that users get airdropped or in exchange for bond points, don't gradually unlock, but instead are going to unlock all at the same time after 72 months. Now personally, I think it's a great idea to delay the unlocking of BNDX tokens because it prevents a potential dump that otherwise might happen. However, the way this is structured with all rewards unlocking after 72 months at once just makes sure that the team has enough time to cash in on their 18% share of the token supply, while the 30% of the supply reserved for rewards and liquidity pools will unlock all at once after 6 years and will likely flood the market all at once and likely hugely influence whatever value BNDX tokens have at the time. Obviously, all of that is assuming that the team does actually grant users any BNDX tokens, because if we take a look at one of the team's recent tweets in which they state "no token chasers allowed," it makes it clear that they actually do not want users that were expecting to really receive BNDX tokens for using the Bondex app once per day. which honestly baffles me a little, since it's clear that the majority of users joined Bondex under the expectation that they will receive BNDX tokens at some point in time, and Bondex as a project needs those users in my opinion, because without users on their platform, businesses also wouldn't have any reason to use Bondex as a platform for recruiting. The fact that Bondex's approach and ideas like how bond points are going to be used in the future in their app are, in my opinion, amazing, but likely won't help if the majority of the current user base decides to leave the project behind. Personally, I'll keep using Bondex for now and I will keep an eye on the project, but I obviously also understand if for some of you the recent changes are a breach of trust and you decide to focus on other projects instead. Either way, that's it for today. As always, if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments down below, or even better, use the link in the video description down below to join our Discord community and discuss Bondex and other projects with me and the community there. Thanks for watching, see you in one of my other videos, till then, bye bye!